after, I am before you. This is YouTube teaching, virtual teaching. Who are telling it is a virtual? I am finding you are before me. It is more or less, it is a real learning or real teaching on the part of myself. I am not calling it a virtual. Because I am seeing you are before me, you are in a smiling face, you are restless in attitude, and something is jolly mood. Everything is very much real. It is not a virtual. I am in my our great poet Rabi Thakur's line. কে বলে গো সেই প্রভাতে নেই আমি সকল খেলায় করবে খেলা এই আমি. I am seeing that you are just learning, playing, jostling, and it is jovial mode before me. So this before me it is not a YouTube teaching, not a virtual teaching. I am seeing you are before me. Everything is like a real teaching. So I am starting today. My today's teaching is translation. You know already replication, DNA to DNA. You know already transcription, DNA to RNA. Now I am with the translation, that RNA to protein. You very well know that translation is RNA to protein, and you may find in your mind that in the very previous 2 or 3 class, within that class, I have said or I uttered what is a peptide bond. So it is a peptide bond. This type of picture you may search in your mind. I have started my class with this peptide bond. You may search in your mind and you may found this picture I am repeatedly wrote before you. This is a peptide bond. That's in that time I also mentioned this peptide bond synthesis occurs in the ribosome. You also know from the very class 12 class the protein synthesis occurs in the ribosome. You know that, and that peptide bond synthesis occurs in the protein means amino acids. A polymer of amino acids, it may be 100 amino acids, it may be 1000 amino acids, it may be 10,000 amino acids. So there is a polymer amino acids, and so in between there is a link, is peptide bond. So in that way I have started my class at the very beginning, and that is I have mentioned peptide bond, then to ribosome. Today's class I am at the very beginning starting with ribosome, then to peptide bond. So this is starting one. I am now starting with the ribosome, then to peptide bond. This is my class, translation. Okay. And with this, I have a short description about ribosome. Side by side you will find a picture. There will be picture. Side by side you will find a picture. Just like this. There is a picture. I am talking in this place. The picture is like that. Is a nucleus. There is a pore like that. This is a pore, and you will find this is a ribosome. What is this? Rough endoplasm. This rough. That is started with ribosome. This is a pore in the nucleus. So DNA to there is a DNA to RNA is coming. DNA to RNA is a 5' principle. Like that, you all very much familiar with this picture from the very beginning, from the very class 12. You are familiar with nucleus. There is a pore, and it is very much contact with the rough endoplasm, and that is started with ribosome. Now here is my ribosome. Ribosome is 2/3 RNA, 1/3 protein. Ribosome 2/3 RNA, 1/3 protein. This is ribosome. So that is a very interesting talk. Which in ribosome, who comes first? First RNA or protein? A protein comes first, then RNA. Just like who comes first? Chicken first or egg first? Like that. Just the analogy is like that. Who is first in the ribosome? Ribosome is a ribonucleoprotein, but 2/3 is RNA, ribonucleic acid, and 1/3 is protein and ribosome. And ribosome, then I will different categories of RNA. I I am not showing you different categories of RNA: tRNA, mRNA, heteronuclear RNA. So many RNA stuff. But today I am dealing with the tRNA and mRNA. Mainly dealing with tRNA and mRNA. And with the next, I am not, today's class is very simplified and focused. Today's class is very focused. I am just in any chance going to direct into the protein synthesis. Go direct into the main side of protein synthesis. So there are various things to tell about your RNA, various things to tell you different pattern of tRNA, about mRNA, various and ribosome different fraction, various types of talks are there. But I am very much focused. I am very focused to just protein synthesis. So to maintain that pattern, I am gradually excluding, that will be discussed later, that will be number one, types of RNA. I have excluded, not to be discussed today, types of RNA, not to be discussed today. Types of mRNA like that, not to be discussed today. Next, one important thing I have not discussed, that is the genetic code. That will be discussed in another class. Genetic code to be discussed. That is, you already know about genetic code. From the very class 11 or class 12, we are very much familiar with the genetic code. But I am just keeping myself away from this, also keeping yourself away from this genetic code. I am not today with the genetic. Genetic will be discussed later. From the very first way, I am going to protein synthesis. So we need what are the instruments required for protein synthesis? Guess, you guess, what are the instruments, basic instruments required for protein? Basic molecules required for protein synthesis. For protein synthesis, you can guess, but you can tell before me. Before I am telling you, you can tell me what are the basic material you require. Number one, mRNA, because mRNA to be decoded. mRNA to be decoded. Why we are dealing with the mRNA? But there is a gene with the DNA. There are gene with the DNA, but I am dealing with mRNA. Because why? So why I am with, you already know that, because DNA to RNA, RNA to protein. DNA is a large macromolecule, you already know, and I already have told repeatedly, DNA is a large macromolecule, it cannot come out, so its replica, mRNA is coming. DNA cannot come out of the nucleus, so mRNA is coming out, mRNA is the replica. mRNA is the replica. So when our body needed, suppose you needed to synthesize a protein hexokinase. You needed a protein synthesis for your body requirement lactase. You needed a protein requiring that's called amylase. So lipase. So that portion of DNA, that is called, I think you are answering, that is called gene. That portion of DNA to be transferred to endogenous reticulum, that should be transferred. That portion of DNA needed for synthesis of hexokinase, that is the initiator region, promoter region, terminal region, everything. So this is called DNA is now expressed. This is now we are calling DNA is now expressed. That means we are getting DNA to RNA. You are going to get DNA to RNA. It is called DNA is now expressed. Very much familiar. So it is a very initial term. So we need our basic instrument called RNA, mRNA. We need one instrument, mRNA. What are the things you require? mRNA. You have to. Who will read this? Who will read this mRNA? Ribosome. Who will read or decode this mRNA? Who will decode this mRNA? That is ribosome. The ribosome, we are dealing very much with pro. We are dealing with pro. U is very complex, so I am not using pro. That is the primitive E. coli. E. coli apparatus. High E. coli is translating protein. We are very much with the pro, not with the U. So you need mRNA, we need ribosome. Two basic instruments required for protein synthesis. So mRNA and prokaryotic. And you know the role of another instrument required tRNA. Another instrument is required that will be the tRNA. tRNA is transfer RNA. That is you know I am not discussing what is structure, clovelet appearance. You know, because I am not with this tRNA. The description of tRNA very important is I am not with this tRNA. Just simply you know, and there is a CCAR, and that will be amino acid will be attached. That is called amino acid tRNA. Amino acid will be attached here. Amino acid will be that is called tRNA synthesis. So that is called amino acylated tRNA. This is a very important material you require. Amino acylated tRNA. So just not dealing with the tRNA molecule, while we are dealing what is pseudonucleotide, we are only that there is a 3' end CCN, their amino acid will be attached by enzyme, amino acid synthesis, tRNA amino acid synthesis that will be required for we to get amino tRNA, we are getting amino acid tRNA. That is it. But instrument is very tRNA. There is 21 amino acids, 21 tRNA is there. You know that. But there is additional another 324 tRNA is there. That is specific. One tRNA is specific for one amino acid. You know that. One tRNA for each amino acid there is a specific tRNA. So you got the instrument. What is the instrument? Ribosome mRNA, ribosome tRNA. And another thing you will find to be required some protein factor. Depending on protein factor, now I am very much with the initiation. With this, you are very much familiar with the term initiation, elongation or termination with the DNA replication, DNA transcription you are known. So initiation. With the very much initiation, what is the important thing? There is another thing that is not I discussed. There is a codon. There is the initiation codon. That is AUG. You know that AUG. Initiation codon. There is a question of codon, triplet codon, and that is very much inviting genetic code. I am not dealing with that. So there is mRNA is there, peptide, HCl. There is a AUG. This is the basic structure from which ultimately translation will be go on. So I am very much with the initiation. One. Some protein factor will be IF1, IFC will be required. They are coming. From the initiation to initiation, we record initiation factor 1, initiation factor 3. They are coming. And coming to what? Coming to what? There is a ribosome. 30S ribosome. 30S. S for cylinder series or sediment cell. S for cylinder series or sediment cell unit. Sedimentation unit. There is 30S ribosome is there, who is responsible for decoding along with other, and IF1 and IF3 is coming. IF1, IF2 not, IF2, IF1 and IF3 is coming. This and the by another you are getting you have to form a complex. This is also called ternary complex. Ternary complex I have to form with the who are the molecules at the ternary complex. One is IF2. IF2 is another one is just you are sitting. It made at a special type of DNA. It made DNA. Formylated methionine. That is a special type of set of DNA. Very it can be shorter. Our GF formylated. So it is a synthesis. There is a synthesis process. And methionine is there. Initially methionine is there. How this is the methionine is there. There is TRNA. TRNA is there. That methionine is there is made by enzyme. That methionine can be formylated methionine. Formylated methionine with the help of enzyme formylase. With the help of enzyme formylase. With the help of enzyme, we are getting a very important molecule, very important formylated methionine tRNA-S. Formylated methionine tRNA-S. This is a very important molecule, initiator tRNA molecule, very important molecule we record in this phase. And we have to keep in mind this is only found in prokaryotes. It is never found in you. This is only with the pro, not with the U. So whenever I am telling you this is, you will tell yourself that you are dealing with the prokaryote. You are dealing with the prokaryotic transfer, not you. You only with the methionine. Methionine. T transfer and methionine. When only with the T methionine. If not A, but methionine, internal methionine, like that. tRNA, methionine. And here is so it is a very much important difference. You have to keep in mind. This is we are dealing with the group, not with the U. Next another thing I will tell you. Just when there is 30S, we are dealing with 30S. We are dealing with the 50S. You are surely say, sir, we are dealing with the pro, not with the U. Because 30, 50 to 70, just this figure tell you we are dealing with the pro. We are dealing with the pro. Very important and very interesting and easy to remember. Very important, interesting and easy to remember. We are dealing with the pro. So you got the instrument. One side there is a IF1 is there, IF3 is there, ribosome is there. They are going to bound with the. Their destination is to 30S ribosome. Their destination is they are going to bound 30S ribosome. And in the late time we are with the IF2 and we are with the mRNA. mRNA. 5 prime, 3 prime mRNA. And subsequently we have IF2 and GT. And also Also one term that I'll tell you. So how the events is going, how the in this side how the events will be go on. First of all, I have formulated. I have first of all in the left side how the chain of events will be go on in the left side. In my left side, how the chain of events we need formulated tRNA-S. Formulated tRNA-S. One, that should be synthesized. Number one, that should be synthesized. Number two, that should be synthesized. Next one is coming. IF2 is coming. IF2 coming for the assembly. IF2 is coming for the assembly, and now the 1, 2 now evaluated. So now you can call it as a ternary complex. With this 3 you can call this a ternary complex. Ternary is 3. The 1 you are getting tRNA, 1 getting IF2, and IF2 will be bound with GTP like that. And now this is a ternary complex. Next one thing is required, that is I should always very much habit or very much habitual to that is the sign diagonal sequence. That is a sign diagonal that is required. Then how the chain of events going on? How the chain of events are going? How the chain of events are going on? This time what I will take sometimes, sir, this area is sometimes you may find difficult. There is 30s, there is a 50s. When there is assembly 30s and 50s, you will find another ribosome, the 30, 50 leading to formation of the 70s ribosome. But when there is a formation, there is potential going on. If I separate, I just separate. There is only 30, not there is not 50. So we may call that potential is now. It is a already done event. New potential will go on. When 30, 50 assembled, potential is going on. When 30, 50 separated, I am here starting new protein chain will be synthesized. So I am arranging my order like that they do that are separated. 30 and 50 are now separated. So new protein chains will occur. New protein chains will occur. It is not assembled. So I have started in this manner. These two segments are separated or not assembled. They are very much separated, and I have the molecule to make them separated. I have very important molecule to make them separated. Otherwise, other result will happen. And 30 and 50 equal to 70 is a terminal event. This is a dead end. It is a terminal event or it is a dead end. So you cannot mix 30 and 50 when I am telling initiation. So they must be separated. They must be separated. And to make them separated, you need IF1 and IF2. To make them a separated entity, you need IF1. So you have to understand what is the role of IF1, this protein factor. Role of IF1 and IF3 to make 30 and 50 separate. So that initiation complex may happen. Initiation complex may happen, then the protein synthesis will occur. So for the very initial situation, if they have two separate, so it is clear to you, they are being separated. So already instruments are that specialized tRNA or initiated tRNA. IF2 is there, GTP is there. When IF2 GTP being assembled, there is a conformational change. Why this conformational change? Conformational change to attach with ternary complex होता है. You need ternary complex. So they should combine with mRNA. For that reason, some conformational change is required. So that conformational change, IF2 GTP assembly make necessary conformational change so that they can bind with mRNA. It is clear. So that is a necessary conformational change. Out of which there is a ternary complex. Ternary complex should happen. Ternary complex should happen. Next, ternary complex is there. Ternary complex, we need proper positioning. We need that 30S ribosome should be properly positioned in probe. properly. This is the sign diagnostication. Another event you will not find in you. Sign diagnostication. Another event you will never find in you. It is only with the probe, and that is how there is a you need the help of another ribosome, that is 16S. 16S is helping. 16S is helping. So say there is a 2 ribosome 16S, another 30S. So 16S making it is a there is a mRNA 5'3'5'8. There is a 30S is one component of 30S representing 60S. A 60S is facilitating with the some GC pair, with the centrally bound GC pair, and some commonly located. They are located in fixed position. They have some fixed position. This fixed position enables to properly align 30S ribosome so that mRNA can be properly aligned. The proper interaction with the mRNA is necessary with the ribosome. For that, sign diagram sequence is required, and that is held by 16S. 16S ribosome is a part of 30S ribosome. 16S ribosome, that is a part of 30S ribosome, that is helping with that sign diagram, because helping to properly align 30S ribosome with the mRNA. That is helping 30S mRNA to properly align with the 30S ribosome to align with the mRNA. That's why it is a very important thing you need to remember. Proper alignment for the initiation complex, proper alignment is necessary. Not only this factor, proper alignment of 30S ribosome with the mRNA is necessary. And that is done by sign diagram sequence and with the help of another component, that is 16S. We may found in a book very detailed which position that GC pair is located, which position A position is located. We may find it in a book. So my initial job is done. They are now going to be assembled with this, and from this their picture will be side. From that zone, tRNA, F plus mRNA, we should write IF2 first, IF2 GTP, then mRNA, that is going to assemble with this 30S. Going to assemble with this, they are going to assemble with 30S. You must be careful. I am not drawing 50S. 50S is waiting. 50S is just waiting. 50S is just at the side, but already not in the picture. And we are with the just ternary complex 30S. IF1, IF3 is there. Then, when there is the assembly, when this assembly with this mRNA with 30S, now assembly is done. This assembly with this diamond, there's IF1, IF2, and they are going out. There IF1 is going out, IF3 is going out. The assembly is made with the support of IF1 or IF2. When the assembly is made with this, and this assembly is made by IF1 and IF2, and with the this standard complex with the 30S ribosome, this assembly is made, and ultimately this assembly with this assembly of 30S with ternary complex is done, and IF1 and IF2 is going out. This assembly is done, and IF2 and IF2 is going out. Now this ternary complex will go to combine with the 50S ribosome. And necessary conformation change will occur, and necessary conformational cell will occur, ultimately 70S ribosome will be formed. So what happened? IF1, IF3 is there. IF1 they are maintaining. IF1 and IF3, IF1 and IF3 maintaining the premature addition of 30 and this assembly stimulates. This assembly, not I am just repeating. This assembly is making happen. This assembly stimulates. The assembly stimulates for the addition of 50S ribosome. This assembly, not IF1. IF1 has already done their job. That is the just premature union of the 50S not possible. But this assembly stimulates with the formation of 30S and 50S. This assembly stimulates with the formation of 30S and 50S. Now we attach, that is the IF2. That is, they attach IF2 GTP, hydrolyzed with GTP plus water, and the necessary conformation will lead to the 70S ribosome. That GTP hydrolyzed will form the. So this target complex stimulates. That does not require IF1. I am just some studio IF1, IF2 just making this premature union not possible. But this assembly stimulates with the formation of 30S and 50S, and then the GTP hydrolyzed makes the formation of 70S complex and 30S. Now we have this area 30S to 50S plus 70S. We have this area 30S to 50S, 30S to 50S to 70S. We have found. It is another ribosomal fragment. Another ribosome. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 30, 50, 70. 30, 50, 70. And now what happens? 30, 50 united. So you can tell 30, 50 united, that means protein synthesis now will occur. But previously I am telling they should be separated. Because this is the initiation. Now initiation events now mature. Now 30, 50 equal to 70. Now then what happens? At 1, 2, 3, 4. mRNA always this should be clear. mRNA always has 30S. mRNA attached always with 30S. And this tRNA attached both 30 and tRNA attached with both 30 and 50. You should have a clear knowledge. mRNA attached always with 30S. tRNA attached both 30 and 50. There should be another picture. There is a picture. So, and with this, we are going to another domain. We are AUG. There is a 30S. There is a 50S. 30S, 50S, 30S, 50S. And here you will find a site. Here you will find a site. It is called A site, and called B site, and called E site. A site, B site, E site. So I am not sure with continuity, but not sure with clear understanding. I think not we have actually so much clear understanding. And with this, I have this another domain, that is the APE, and this is what is found with the 30 and 50 assembly, and with the 70 we have found this domain. And A is empty. It is called amino acid site. amino acid site. This is called peptidyl site. This is empty. Only TRNA. There is no only. And we just are how this comes. How you are telling? It is an experiment. Out of experiment and experiment, they have found this. They are out of experiment and experiment, they have found this site happens. It may be hypothesis, it may be experimental true. You can consider this is a hypothesis. You may not, it is experimentally true. This is A site is there, B site is there, E site is there. First of another chain of events, you should mRNA reacts with 30S ribosome, tRNA with both. You should have a clear concepts of a clear memory with this. Now, what will be events going on? Now, what will be events? This side empty. Now we are going to the propagation. Initiation is one. Now we are going to propagation. Now the next domain we are achieving, there is a propagation. So what we are having assumed, in this picture you will see that there is a side empty. Then a picture will show, picture will make more clarity rather than my writing. Picture will show the propagation. In that time you also need some protein. You also need some EFTP. EFTP. EFTP what will do? What EFTP elongation factor? What EFTP will do? What EFTP will bring? EFTP will bring amino acid tRNA to this. Amino acid tRNA. EFTP will bring amino acid tRNA to this cell. And already there is a P site for peptide. This thing you have to understand. You have to understand. You have to difficult to understand. A site is site. First thing, A site is empty. We have started with first thing. A site is empty, and we are doing the amino acid tRNA. Another material required. Amino acid tRNA. Amino acid tRNA will be brought by EFTP. Amino acid tRNA will be brought by EFTP to A site. Now, and that's it. You have to understand how you are getting it. So it will be later you will understand. Just we are starting with this. The P site have the peptidyl aminopeptidyl tRNA. P site has the peptidyl tRNA, and A site has empty. Now the amino acid tRNA is being brought by EFTP. Just starting thinking in this manner. So this is now. And EFTP maintaining what? EFTP maintaining the ester linkage, the delicate ester linkage. Delicate ester linkage. We have the ribose, OH group is there. OH. Delicate ester linkage with the amino acid. Delicate ester linkage with the amino acid. Delicate ester linkage. Role of EFTP maintaining delicate ester linkage. Role of EFTP to maintain delicate ester linkage. Role of EFTP bringing amino acid tRNA. Correct? So EFTP is bringing amino acid tRNA. EFTP is maintaining delicate ester linkage, and side by side, EFTP does not react with peptidyl tRNA. EFTP does not react with three I am mentioned 1, 2, 3. EFTP maintains delicate ester linkage. EFTP maintains EFTP brings amino acid tRNA, and EFTP helps to prevent interaction with that initiator tRNA. Make tRNA. Three functions of EFTP is there. Now what happens? that you will get another picture. That you will get another picture. There is a peptidyl amino acid CONH, another C alpha, like that. There is a OH থেকে এখানে কি হবে? এখানে COH, এখানে COH, O Now see P side, peptidyl. There is a chain of amino acids. Suppose alanine, suppose glutamic acid, suppose valine, suppose leucine, like that. It is there. Suppose it is already there. And there is a amino acid in the acid group will be nucleophilic acid in this region, and ultimately this will be transferred to P going to E and A going to P side. In this model, here so there is a A side, P side, and ultimately E side. Initially, A side is empty. That empty side will be occupied by amino acid TR, and P side has a peptidyl TR. We have already seen how it came. Already, it is just the beginning. As I am telling you, not only beginning, just going on, like that. In any of the phase, you will find it. In any of the phase, you will find there is a peptide. Initially, there may be first one, but in any of the phase, this sequence will have the peptidyl TR is there, amino acid TR is there. And ultimately, there is a nucleophilic atom, NH2 and CO, and ultimately, this molecule will be transferred to this. So, picture will be this is the this answer. Okay, this is the P and this is the A, and here you will find this one. Amino acid is this amino acid value alanine, amino acid is glutamic, like that. So going on and going on. So initially P side, initially A side, then A side become P side, and P side E, and another empty side, another empty for the entry of another A side is created for the entry of amino acid TR. In this way, this is going on. Just like a sewing machine. Just like a sewing machine is making sewing in this manner, just going on. It is going rapidly. Error is very less. 10 to the minus 4. Out of 10 to the power 4, one incorrect amino acid may be incorporated. Out of 10,000 amino acids being synthesized, one may incorporate incorrect amino acid. So how this hydricity is maintained? Hydricity is maintained by it is another function. Now this hydricity, another enzyme I forgot to tell you, that is the amino acid DNA synthesis. Amino acid tRNA synthesis. Very important enzyme. Amino acid tRNA. You know what it is doing? The amino acid tRNA synthesis is doing tRNA. There is a tRNA, like a tRNA. There is a in this region there is a with the what you did. This is the codon. What is it? Codon anticodon. This is an anticodon. This is an anticodon on the part of tRNA. Codon on the part of mRNA. codon. Codon always on the part of mRNA, anticodon always on the part of tRNA. So codon anticodon interaction, and that interaction guided by mRNA, and proper tRNA is coming. That proper tRNA, with that proper tRNA being amino acylated by that proper tRNA that is relating which is the proper tRNA. That codon interaction dictate who will be the proper tRNA, tRNA glycine or tRNA valine or tRNA glutamic acid, and that guided by that proper codon interaction, that enzyme cells, it has two arms. With one arm there is a codon intercodon interaction, and another arm it will synthesize the appropriate amino acid. With that arm it synthesizes valine will be incorporated. That it is tRNA for valine. So valine will not methionine. It is the tRNA for valine, so valine will be incorporated. So that amino acid tRNA synthesis is doing an enormous job. Proper amino acylated tRNA. It is also called, if it is the proper, if it is the incorrect one, it can be removed. It can be removed by another site. It could be hydrolyzed. So it is also called second genetic code. It is also called amino acid tRNA is called second genetic code. Second genetic code. That you in this way you encounter the another important amino acid tRNA synthesis. And now back to previous one. P side, A side, A side, P side, and this way A side become P side, P side become E side, A side become P side, and exit, and ultimately that tRNA going out. This is the empty tRNA. It is a empty tRNA will be out, and GTP will be hydrolyzed to GTP plus water, and that new molecule of GTP will burn. ये pure GTP is complex. ये pure GTP and ये pure GTP, ये pure complex. Then ये GTP hydrolyzed, it is going out. Another this is cycle will going on. In this another cycle is ये pure GTP, then ये PS. Then GTP hydrolyzed, APS is going out, then another GTP molecule diagonal. For that, in this way, what is the important thing in functioning? The important thing is functioning. This is another component. This is another component. If until and unless proper codon anticodon interaction. মানে যদি প্রপার কোডন ইন্টার না হয় তাহলে এই ছাড়ছে না, এই পিস এই কমপ্লেক্সটা লাইজড হবে না। Until and unless there is proper codon anticodon interaction, this complex will not be lysed. Only they are succeed if there is proper codon anticodon interaction, then there will be GTP will be hydrolyzed, then TS will be going out, then APU is there, then new GTP molecule is there, next cycle is going on and going on. So very important. This elongation is very important. Okay. So in this way, protein synthesis is going on, A to P, P to E like that, going on and going on. Next, the question is termination. Termination. Termination is releasing factor 1, releasing factor 2, releasing factor 3. Releasing factor binds to UGA, UA, releasing factor bind to UG. This is and here you already have the there is no tRNA for that. There is no tRNA for that. You are at the terminal level. UUA. Releasing factor 1 binds to UGA. Releasing factor UUA. Releasing factor UU. So terminal events arrive and there is no tRNA for this photo. There is no tRNA, no tRNA for this photo. And at the terminal event, you will find There is a protein also which is released, and it is a GTP diet. GTP diet process. You will find the newly synthesized protein chain is going out, and it is hydrolyzed by and released by the action of GTP. This is GTP hydrolyzed with that energy that is being diaphenol. That is termination of the protein synthesis. So it is a very difficult, but you have to comprehend gradually. You have to comprehend in what I am telling the manner. I am very simplified manner. I have abolished genetic code. I have abolished feature of tRNA. I have abolished amino acid tRNA synthesis, how it is functioning. I will be discuss it later. A very interesting symptom is vanishing brain symptom. Brain name, vanishing brain symptom. When the IF2 is absent, you will find there is no gray matter. It's a very interesting clinical entity. Vanishing brain syndrome. With this, I will